Hi, welcome to my channel, Code with Joe. Today, we are going to kickstart our journey in web development. We are going to start from the very first basic beginning, okay? What you need to understand to kickstart your journey in web development. Today, we are going to talk about HTML. HTML is the very first thing every web developer learns, okay? That's the first thing you need to know to understand that you can build on with CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. There are a whole lot of things that we need to learn, but today we are going to start from the very first beginning. You don't need any knowledge in anything. You don't need any previous knowledge in anything. But today I'm going to start with you from the very first beginning. Today we'll be talking about HTML, its structures, elements, and tags. Make sure you don't skip any part of the video. All what you need right now is your laptop and internet access. Okay, make sure you don't skip any part of the video, and then you can be able to understand and then build on as we go on. Okay, and trust me, after this tutorial you'll be able to build your very first website. Trust me, make sure you don't skip any part of the video. Follow it step by step. Okay, so let's begin now. Okay, okay, so let's jump straight to it. We need to download two two softwares. Okay, we don't need to buy any of them. First, we need our browser and then our code editor. So the browser, I recommend us using Google Chrome, okay, because that's what I've been using, and then I think it's okay for me. So that's why I'm recommending it to you. But you can choose to use any other browsers you want to use. Okay, any browsers you want to use. Okay, so uh, so now, okay, so now that I have my browser already, the next one we need to download is our code editor. The code editor is where we'll be writing our our HTML files. Okay, that's where we're writing all the codes for the website. Okay, so the code editors we have a lot of them. Okay, we have a lot of them, different ones. But the one I recommend us to use or to be using is the VS Code. Okay, the VS Code. Okay, and then all these tools are free. You don't need to buy them. You don't need to purchase them. Okay, they are just free. That's why I say I said from the beginning that you don't need to buy anything. All what you need is your laptop and the internet access. Okay, so this is where we download the VS Code. So if you are on Windows, you can download from here. Linux, you can download from here. Mac, you can download from here. Okay, so I have already downloaded mine. So there's no need to download it again. So just download it and install it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to close this page now, and then now I'll be going on to my code editor. Okay. So this is the VS Code. Okay. So this is the VS Code. So when it opens like this, okay, you just go to File, then Open Folder. So you create a folder where we'll be writing all the codes, or where we'll be saving all the codes. Okay, so I have these two folders. I'll be using any of them. They're all empty. I'll be using. Okay, let's start with this one. I'll be using this one. This is my first folder. Okay, so now our code editor is ready. We are about to start doing one or two things now. Okay, so now I want us to download some extensions that will help us along. Okay, that will help us along. So just come here and then look for extensions. Click on extensions, and then you search for material material icon. Okay, so this icon, okay, this extension just makes uh, just makes your files and folders beautiful. Okay, that's all. Like it makes them beautiful, and then makes them easier for identification, so that you can know that this file is an HTML file, this file is a JavaScript file. See, so so that's the reason why we download them. Okay, we download this extension to make it very beautiful for us, and then also for easy identification. Okay, okay. So the next one is our HTML snippets. Okay, so you can download this one. Okay, this one. You can download this one. Just look for it, HTML slash CSS slash JavaScript snippets. Okay, and then install it. And then also have tags, another extension, tags. Okay, so this one is auto rename tag. Okay, so just download it. We'll be using it along the line. When it gets there, I'll I'll show you what it does. Okay, so for now you can just install it and then be waiting. Okay. Then the next one is prettier. Okay, so this one it helps you to arrange your code very nicely. Okay, so it formats your code and then it rearranges them to look very beautiful. Okay, so that your code doesn't look messy. Okay, it looks very nice. Okay, so that's all for now. Now let's jump onto our first file. Okay, so HTML. HTML has a file extension, okay, called .html. So every HTML file has the extension .html. But let's begin. Okay, let me give you a little explanation about HTML or an overview. Then we can begin. Okay, so what does HTML stand for? HTML simply stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, so the hypertext simply means that lot of web pages, okay, lot of web pages linked together. That's simply hypertext, okay. And then the markup language simply means that text documents with tags in them, tags, element sections in them. That's simply the meaning of markup language. Okay. So now we will start first. I'll first give you the structure. Okay. Then explain the structures step by step. Okay. So now we are first going to create we are going to create our first HTML file. The file that we need, our first HTML file. Okay, so we just give it its name index.ht. Sorry. To HTML. So that's our home. See, so this is what the material icon team does. It just gives you a very nice icon for you. Okay. So now we are going to begin with the structure of HTML. Okay. So the first tag that we write, okay, is our, sorry, it needs to be caps, doc type, it, okay, so this tab, okay, this tag here simply means we are using a version of HTML. Okay, there are various types of HTML versions. Okay, so this doc type tells you that this is the kind of HTML version we are using. Okay, this is version 5. So we just write it, write doc type HTML so that it tells the browser the kind of HTML version we are using. Okay, tells the browser the kind of HTML version we are using. Okay, see. So from here, our next tag we put is the HTML tag, and then you close it. See. So this HTML tag, okay, it is the tag that contains the header, the body, and the footer tag. Okay, it contains the all the web pages. Okay, it contains everything: the the head, the title, the body, the footer. It contains everything. Okay, so the next one will come is head, our head tag. Okay, this is our head tag, and from our head tag we come to our body tag. Okay, so this is the structure of HTML. This is the structure of HTML. So now in the header, there are other tags too that needs to be added there. Okay, and then let's say one header is the title. Sorry, the title. Okay. So what does the title do? Okay, the title is just, let's say, uh, okay. Sorry, there's one last extension that we need to download. Okay, so that it can help us preview the website, our codes as we code them. Okay, so one last extension, live, so live server. Okay, so this is a live server. Then have it here. So just install it. Okay, just install it. But I'm not, but I already have it. So I will just, it is down here. See, it appears down here. So I just come here and just go live. Okay, so it's using ports 500, 5500. So localhost 500. Okay, it's working. Great, great, great. It's working. It's working. Okay, so now everything we do, okay, will be previewing them. because it is a live server, when we save it, it appears, it I just appear without coming here to refresh. Okay, so let's get back to our code editor. So now, this title bar, this title is just whatever you want to, whatever name you want it to appear in the tags bar. Okay, whatever you want it to appear in the tags bar. Let's say you see this localhost 5,000 here. This localhost 5,500. I because there's no title. That is why this is showing. But when we give our web page a title, it will disappear and the title will display. So now let's get to our code editor and then give it a title. So let's say HTML. Sorry, what's wrong with my keypad? Basics. Okay, so now let's see. Let's go back to check our. Wow. See? So that's where the title goes. That's where the title goes. Now, let's continue. Now we've seen our title, where the title goes. Okay, so now, we have the body. So in the body, that is where everything goes. When you write every letter, that is where it happens to go. So let's say we are let's give it a p tag. A p tag simply means paragraph. A p tag simply means paragraph. Okay. So I'll come to that. I'll explain a bit better so that you understand. Okay. But I just want to show you an example that everything that happens in the body, everything that needs to appear on the web page must be in the body. Okay. So let's check. Okay. So I'm happy. So that's the p tag. Okay. Now let's get back to our code editor. Okay. So now I want us to talk about tags. Okay. To talk about tags. And this, so any document starts with a heading, right? So you can use different size for your heading. See, and then in HTML we have 6 levels of headings. Okay, we have 6 levels of headings. So I'm going to write all. Okay, and then we see. So we have the H1 tag. Okay, so we have up to 6. Okay, so let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 2. Okay, do you realize that when I rename the first letter after the H, the next one changes automatically? The next one changes automatically. So that's the tag the tag asks you to download uh, this tag, the rename tag. That's the work of it. Okay. So it automatically rename the tag when you change the name of the first one. Okay. So it changes the name of the closing tag whilst you are changing the name of the opening tag. Okay. So this is the it is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. Okay. So 4, 5, and then 6. Okay. So now these levels of heading. Okay. Heading. When you want, so the higher, okay, the higher number represents the smallest heading. The higher number represents the smallest heading. So when we take the first heading, okay, so let's say H1. So H1 represents the, the big heading. Okay. So if you want your heading to be big, use the H1 tag. Okay. H heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. Okay. So heading 6. So when we preview, you see that the highest number, okay, of the H is the smallest, and the least number of the H is the biggest. And we have only up to 6. We have we have the heading number up to 6. So we have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, up to H6. That's all the levels of headings we have from 1 to 6 only. So when we preview, we see all and we see the biggest and the smallest among them. Okay, so let's preview. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. We have the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and then H6. Okay, so H1 always is the biggest heading. Okay, so let's get back to our code editor. Okay, so now we are going to talk about paragraphs. Okay, uh, as I asked earlier on, as I tried to write something a little about paragraph. So just paragraph. Okay, let's just bring all this one. Then let's leave the H the H1 as the heading. So let's say paragraph, and then okay. So I'm a good boy, and I love sorry, and I love football. Okay, so now let's check it. So this paragraph, let's try to just post about 3, 4 of them, and I love and I love uh, let's say whatever. Just just leave it like that. Okay. So coming back, see. So this is the paragraphs. So this is the heading in this paragraph. Okay. It's heading in this paragraph. I hope you understand to this point. Okay. So so HTML is just made up of tags. Okay. It's just made up of tags, elements, and then sections. That's all. HTML is just made up of tags, element, elements, and then and then, sec, and then sections. Okay, so now hope you can see it. Paragraph, and then sorry, the heading and then the paragraphs. The heading and the paragraphs. Yes, hope you can see them. Yeah. Okay. So now let's move on. So if we want to write the paragraphs, okay, let's say we are writing paragraph or we are writing a sentence. The sentence is very long. Okay, the sentence is very, very long. And then we want to break it and come to the next line. Okay, we use a tag, a, a tag or let's say, okay, let me post this. Let me try to make this thing try to make this thing long. Okay, so we use a break, line break, BR. So this is a line break. We save it and we check. It breaks it to the next line. Okay. Oh, see, it breaks it to the next line without a space between them. See, without space between them. But when you use only paragraphs, okay, when you use only paragraphs, you could see that so there are spaces between them. Let's say uh, P, P tag. Sorry. So let's paste this one again. Okay, but let's use the break line tag again. Now let's save it. Let's go and check. Okay, so see, when we use the paragraph means the next line, okay, but it will give a space in between them. See, when we are starting a new line, we 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 give a space and then go to the next line and then write whatever we want to write. But when we use the break line doesn't give any space between them. It just comes straight to the next line and then continue from there. See, so that's the difference between starting a new paragraph and then just breaking a line. Okay. Let's go back to our code. Okay. So now, okay, I will just give you a simple assignment. Okay, simple assignment. Okay. Very simple assignment. Then tomorrow I'll post another new video with a continuation. Just make something simple for me. Okay. Okay. Like so I need an assignment. Just something like this. Let's say I want Make a heading. Make a heading. Sorry, what's wrong with the keyboard? I need to get a new one. Make a heading. Okay. Export tag. The description. So, okay. To expose yourself. In the paragraph. Write a little about yourself. In just 4 sentences. Okay. So this is just a simple assignment. Okay. Simple assignment. Just work on that. Then we will continue from there in the next video. So in the next video, we'll just talk about a little more tax. Okay, we'll talk about tax, how to draw horizontal line, the center tag. So the horizontal line is just the the HR tag. Okay, so we'll talk about all all those tags and then many more tags. Okay, there are many lot of tags that we learn, but for now, I think I'll end this one here. So we'll talk about a little more tags and then elements. So we'll talk about elements and then tags. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye for now.